Hi fam, so this part of the video is the questions that I received after, so it's like a panel discussion with just our family members. So I wanted you to hear what they had to ask and then how I'm answering them. Remy.
Kingston. Nice to meet you. I was just curious why you chose cocaine and not any other drug.
Yes, so to answer Remy's question why I chose cocaine compared to a couple other drugs, the reason I chose cocaine is because that was the only drug that my professor was able to get his hands on from the Department of Defense, which is who we work with, and also the fact that cocaine has not been detected yet by flexible sensors. So I'm actually working on a paper right now with my professor and hoping to have that done by May, and if all goes well then I will hopefully be able to be published as a co-author.
Ooh.
Or as the main author with them.
I'm gonna cite her.
Now we have a question from Mom.
Hi.
Hi.
I just was wondering, who are they going to use this technology on?
Yeah, good question. So the final product, which is these coins, which will be eventually made into patches, they're going to mainly be used on pilots and different people in the Air Force so that they can easily wear them, but then also they're going to 3D print bands so that they could almost be like a Fitbit type Apple Watch device.
Oh,
Thanks.
thank you.
Zane, do you have a question?
No, she took mine.
Okay.
Pause it.
Okay, next question, Sam.
Hi, big fan. First of all, with all the research that you're doing, especially with this, like, do you have time to see someone, or? Because I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Are you seeing someone?
Now we have a question from Preston Zandier.
So, how many times did you have to do the experiment to get accurate data?
Oh, that's a good question. So originally with the preparation of solutions, I actually had to do it probably about 40 to 50 trials before I found solutions that actually worked. And then once the solutions worked, I had to test each 8 of those sensors at least 5 times each. So quick math, that's about 40 trials each. So a lot of work, a lot of hours into this project. Yes. Okay, next I have a question from Zane Zandier. ZZ, stop.
Please don't do that.
In terms of your future research for the unanswered questions that you kind of discovered throughout this research that you did with powder cocaine and other substances, perhaps, do you think you have the funding and the grant access to be able to continue your research?
Yes, I do believe so. Being a woman in the field of engineering, there's a lot of grant money out there, and especially an American student, I should have said, because the project that I've been working on for the past 2 years, the only reason that I was able to work on it is because I am a U.S. citizen. So with those things going for me, I think, yes, there is funding out there, and Americans are willing to spend money for this kind of research. Next, we have a question from Lena.
Nice to meet you. What was your biggest success in this experiment?
I would probably say the fact that I was able to detect cocaine at all, because my professor did not have a previous student ever detect it at all. So any detection was good detection. Thank you. Last but not least, a question from my dad, my biggest critic, but also my biggest supporter. Sorry, Mom. She's pissed.
Nice job.
Thanks.
What was the biggest challenge that you had? Did you have enough time to complete everything that you were trying to do? And what would you have changed to maybe get different results?
So I think the biggest challenge that I faced was finding time to spend in the lab while performing these trials, because even if you have a good idea, it takes weeks upon weeks, as we're seeing with this COVID-19. Even if you have an idea and you have a hypothesis, testing it is the part that takes so long. And the downside, I guess you could say, or you said like a negative, is the fact that this project was supposed to evolve into a 3D printed coin. And I think that if I had the time at school, if I wasn't sent home because of COVID-19, I would have been able to implement it into this 3D printed structure.
And do you think this will help you get a job?
I hope so. Let's go.